Hello, hello. Hello and welcome to my stream. This is Rachel Hogan with Rachel Hogan's Art. There we go. Okay. We're going to be painting a yellow rose tonight with some beautiful yellow colors. Hey, Bogart. Hi. Hey, Bogart. Hi. Okay, my sound is working. It was a little iffy for a minute there. How are you doing tonight? I'm so excited that you're back. You were missed. M-I-S-S-E-D, missed. So I'm getting some yellows out and whites. So we're painting a yellow rose with yellow. So I'm just going to start with some beautiful yellows, and then we're going to move into some beautiful yellows. So we're going to be using a lot of yellows. I could only find my perfect filbert brush. Ah, there you are. How have you been, Boat God? Hana Yori, hi. Thank you for liking my drawing. Thank you so much. I am using a paper plate for my palette tonight and some water. I'm going to put down a hint of color for this yellow rose. I was inspired to do a yellow rose tonight for a friend, actually. I have a friend on my mind, and I think I just wanted to do a yellow rose for him. Been going through some hard times. So I'm just doing a base of yellow. And I used charcoal pencil and a little bit of graphite for the base flower here. Oh God, I'm glad you're good. Oh, you went on a trip. Oh, that's exciting. And you went fishing and you were in a real boat. Very cool. How was it? Did you have the time of your life, I hope? That's awesome. And how big was the boat? Boat God. Maybe I hope you felt like a boat god. That's really cool. I haven't painted in acrylics in a long time. I've been doing a lot of pencil drawing, ink drawings. I was painting in acrylic for a while, and then I just kind of went color free for a little bit. And now I'm just going to get back into it because I love color. And I love flowers and roses and anything. Well, where are you from, Hana Yori? I can't even guess. I can't say, are you from somewhere? Because I have no clue where you might be from. So this is a acrylic base, just a basic paint. I added a little bit of water to dilute it down because I wanted to go over the pencil and not have the pencil smear. So I'm kind of just dabbing at it. And then we'll let that dry and move on from there. So you were in a boat, God, medium-sized boat, just enough to fit you, your mom, brother, and dad. Well, that's good. Caught fish, grilled them, and had some nice fresh seafood. That's the best. Salmon is delicious. I love salmon. Did you catch any? How many did you catch? Now, roses have many different colors of yellow. So first I used a lemon yellow. And now we're going to throw in a deep yellow, which has got a little bit more of an orangey to it. And we'll save the white for later. I'm drying my brush off on a paper towel just because there's a lot of wet paint on my canvas still, and I just want to smooth that wet paint out so it's a more smooth surface. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Margarita, hola. ¿Cómo está? Hi, how are you? What a pretty rose. Thank you so much. Yes, we're going to be doing a beautiful yellow rose tonight. I don't think I've painted a rose in forever. Last time I did, I think it was in watercolor. So tonight, it's going to be in acrylic. And I forgot my rings, but that's okay. So I'm going to add different colors of yellows throughout the painting. And your dad loves fishing. Well, that's great, Boat God. My dad loved fishing too. So I got to go fishing before. It was really fun catching fish, actually. You can see this yellow really brings out the yellow. You can see it, even though you'd think the brightest yellow is the best, but sometimes you got to add weird colors to get the color you want. So, Boat God, you caught 2 fish. Oh, nice. Your brother just watched, so that's cool. Your mom caught 1 and your dad caught 3. Well, of course he did. He had to win. He must be the expert, huh? Very fun, very cool. I'm glad you had a good time. It's so exciting when you catch a fish, isn't it? It's like reeling it in and all of that. Not everybody loves fishing. I like fishing, but I don't like cleaning the fish or gutting it or any of that stuff. I will catch it and I will cook it. That's about it. I don't really need that much paint, surprisingly. Usually I don't have enough paint. Tonight I have more than enough, which is great. All right, so we're going to pull some of that around. And I'm going to throw in some yellow onto these leaves here because I'm going to mix some colors for the green. So everything's going to be yellow right now. And I'm just using that bright lemon yellow that I had a minute ago. Oops, here's something down here. So everything's going to have some yellow. I might even make like a glowiness around it. Kind of feeling a glow is appropriate. Nice warm glow. Add a little bit more water. And it'll work like a watercolor with a little extra water. We don't want it too wet. So I am going to use my paper towel because I don't want it too wet. I'm really good at getting my paper like so wet that it starts warping. And I see a lot of artists who paint with a lot of water on their paper and it doesn't work, but I'm sure they have a really thick, heavy paper that I don't have. Well, or that I'm not using anyway. I probably have it somewhere in here, but I don't even know what kind of paper this is. I found it in my drawer when I was looking for ideas of quick things to paint. There we go. And we'll pull in a little bit of that other yellow, the deep yellow. And bring that down here. That's a lot of yellow. I think that should be good. I think that's enough glow. And I'm going to add a little bit of blue to my yellow to make that green for the leaf. So I have separated my colors mostly. Because I got some good advice from some people to do that in advance because I'm always ruffling around trying to find paint colors. So I've got most of my blues and purples in one bucket and most of my yellows and reds and greens in another bucket. What'd you say, Boat God? You were scared because it's hard to reel in the fish and the impact almost made you fall? Oh my gosh, that must have been quite fun. It sounds like you had a great time. I'm really happy for you. All right, now I need a smaller brush. But I'm going to take a bit of this blue. I'm just using this tail end. Teeny bit of blue, lots of yellow. Oh, that's dark. That looks good. Mixing a little bright yellow with that. Some nice greens. And just this flat part of this paintbrush. And I'm not sure why it's flat, but it's working out for this. It just came like that, but it didn't say why. But it is good for scooping. Scoop-a-doop. And doesn't have a really good point. It's kind of frayed. So I think I'm going to try and find one that's a little less frayed here. Let's see, I think this brush might be a little better. Nope, that one is too. I have to stop abusing my brushes. Let's see. One of these has got to be perfect. You know what? I think this one. It's a long one. It's more of a liner brush. So that might be good for the lines. And then we'll use I'll just use this one for some darker green colors. Well, Boat God, I hope you got some of that on video or got some good pictures of that. It sounds like a fantastic trip. I'm really excited for you that you got to go and have fun like that. I wondered why I didn't see you last week. It was a quiet week for me, or Tuesday was quiet anyway. Okay, so I'm not actually using green, I'm just using blue and yellow mixed. I had an artist one time tell me he never uses green, only blues and yellows, which add to the illusion of green, which is actually all it is reflection from light. So, which is totally all it is reflection from light. It just seems to not be very opaque. It's very translucent, transparent. I figured out why my neck hurts after I get done painting at night. Not that you knew about it, but you do now. And that's because I am looking to the side of my camera, which is kind of in my face. And I always look to the same side, which I didn't realize I was doing until I think it was last Tuesday or so. And it's like I'm always tilting my head to one side and I don't move it the whole time. So then I get like a neck ache. So it's important to remember to move your head around when you're streaming or doing anything actually. So this is giving us some nice color, some nice lines. And I'm just going to use a lot of blue here for just underneath the shape. And just straight up blue for the middle. if I can get it to stick to my brush. These paints are new. I thought I'd try them out. Artist Loft. Usually they're good, but I think I got the wrong kind. There's a kind it's called like heavy duty, and I forgot to look, and these are not heavy duty, but they are good. It just takes more paint to get the look I want. And more water. Okay, now we want some lighter green on the top part of that rose. So I'm going to just add a little bit more yellow to the screen here. Make it a nice bright green. And fill that right in. All right. Oh, you got a picture of your dad helping? Okay, good. And it was your brother's birthday on October 30th. Oh, he's 6 years old. He must have been super excited. So Halloween fishing? You might add some white here just to lighten that up a little bit. It's so pretty. All right, so now we're going to pick out another yellow, maybe like a darker one, maybe like I'm thinking either deep yellow or medium yellow. Medium yellow, I think, is the darkest one. I have yellow ochre, deep yellow, so many yellows. Brilliant yellow, more lemon, Naples yellow. There's so many yellows. And the one I want is probably at the very, very bottom of this bucket. It's a mid yellow, deep yellow, yellow ochre, and Naples yellow. Look at all these yellows. And I'm trying to find oh, maybe it was mid yellow. I have an M yellow, but I thought it was medium, but it could be cadmium yellow light. Look at all these things. Insane. Oh, and mid yellow. Maybe it's mid yellow. That must be what I'm thinking of. Let's see what color this turns out to be. It's almost the same as that deep yellow, actually. So deep yellow, mid yellow. Oh, so many yellows. But not the one I want, of course. It's the yellow that got away. I'll give it one more look while that other paint dries. Maybe what yellow ochre is more of a brownish color, I think. And yes, I am digging. Now there's mostly just grays and oranges in here that I'm seeing. And reds. An orange yellow. I wonder how that would look. It might be interesting. Was birthday fishing not Halloween fishing? Oh, okay. Thanksgiving and Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day. That's cool. Okay, so let's try. Do we want a little orange yellow in there? I think we do. And we'll mix it in with our other yellows. Whoops, that's a lot of yellow. I squished it too hard and I got this big blob of yellow. I'm going to try to suck some back in. No way I need that much yellow or orange. Alrighty. And we'll add a little bit of white to that. Or a big glob. Mix some white, some yellow, a little bit of this orange yellow. I think that's really going to add to our flower. Give it some nice color. I want it too orangey, so I'm trying to add a little bit more yellow just over the top of that. It's interesting when you use different colors how it brings out the color that you're thinking of. Like, I really like yellow, but if you don't add a little other colors to it, it's like a white dog. When you go to paint a white dog or cat or any animal with white, you can't just use white. You use blues and greens and grays and purples and all kinds of colors. So it's, oops, how did I get blue in there? Guess we'll use that down here for some shadowing. I'm using some of that greenish color for shadows as well, a little bit of shading. So I'll be going to Pennsylvania here pretty soon. I think next week I might have to stream on the road from a hotel. To get my hour of art in. I think it'd be fun. I'm doing a road trip. And I'll be visiting my family for Thanksgiving. Some of my family, anyway. Oh, that's getting dry already. It's amazing how fast acrylic dries. Always makes me remember why I use oils. But I know really professional artists that like make thousands on a print of their work, and they use acrylics, and their acrylics, as I was told by one of them, can't dry fast enough because they paint really fast. But I like to have lots of time to work the colors and the shadows and things and blend them. Mix a little bit of this orange with this blue. Orange yellow with blue to get my rose shading color, which is kind of a muddy dark green look to it. So if I add a little bit more orange, it's much better. A little bit more muddiness to that. What am I doing when I get there? Well, I'm going to see my family, visit my boyfriend, and just kind of relax and have a different environment because Florida is so warm and dry, and it's going to be nice to see some trees and just kind of relax in fall weather. I haven't done that for a long time. So I'm taking a vacation, I guess. I think that's what you call it, a vacation. Okay, so that has dried. So I got too much orange there, so I'm going to put on some, where did I put that big bottle of yellow? Ah, here it is, big tube of yellow. put a little more yellow over that because it's so orange. Now that it's dry. I'm really good at mucking things up sometimes. It's way too much orange. When I saw orange yellow, I was thinking yellow with a tint of orange, but that would be yellow orange. This is more orange with a tint of yellow. So now I got to work that. Got to work it, work it, work it. But with all these awesome colors, this is going to be one interesting looking rose. Get nice and bright. And a few highlights. Using the yellow for highlights. Very nice indeed. Really liking this. This is turning out really pretty. I like all the different shades of yellows. And we're using a lot of our deep yellow right now. The deep yellow has little tufts of oranginess into it. Just a little bit, just enough to say it has some color. I like that color, so I'm going to use more of it. I'm just taking a teeny bit, a tip of like that orange, just a teeny bit on the tip, and then blending it in really well with the yellows. And then to darken it up, I'm using a little bit of the greens and blues. Oops, I got a hair there. And I would like a bit of a stem, I think. So I'm going to draw just a stem coming down. From here, just right down through here. With some thorns. A little bit of thorns. My family, oh God, my family's going to be, yeah, some of my family is in Pennsylvania, just a couple of them. Most of them are in Seattle area or New York area, actually, so But usually I'm always in Florida and I don't see any family at all. So this will be a nice year for me to visit my family and take a vacation from working and all of the stuff that stresses me out. So it's going to be like a nice stress relief vacation for me, I guess. And boy, do I need some stress relief. I mean, I'm thinking about, I want to do yoga, be like a Tai Chi or yoga instructor. I love yoga, so I'm thinking like yoga instructor. I've always loved yoga, so, and I love moving and how it makes you feel. And it does make you stronger when you don't do yoga. Like I used to do yoga every single morning. And then I quit for a couple years, and then my body, I could feel it just breaking down. So it just wasn't the same anymore. So yoga really helps you to stay healthy and in shape. So it's very important to stay in shape and be healthy. So that's something I want to teach. And eating right, of course, is really important. Got to have a good diet. And I'm going to use some of my white. It's a big glob of white. I think you can see it. I'm going to use my spray bottle. And then I'm just going to take a chunk or a teeny tip of this blue. I think it's ultramarine blue. And blend that in to make it look like sky blue color. Lots of white. Probably should use a bigger brush for this. Teeny bit more blue. There it is. And more white up here. Lots of white. Got to blend into that yellow. Real nice. Get some of that glow going down here. Teeny bit more blue down in the bottom. I want to show some depth. Definitely getting some depth in here. And plenty of blues, which kind of melt into the greens, into the yellows. And I'm just going to kind of go right around here, real careful like. I want to get it closer to that stem and to the leaves. There. Very nice. And a little blue up here as well. I'm going nutso now. Going crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Very nice. I'm blending a little bit on here. I don't really want any lines. I just want to have like kind of blobs, I guess. It kind of like dottedly fades in. Dottedly, is that a word? There we go. That was so pretty. All right. Now I'm just going to go around the outline around the edges of the flower petals. I'm just using these few colors. I've got the orange yellow, which turned out to be pretty orangey, the deep yellow, which is more of a yellow orange, which I like, and the base color of the lemon yellow. And it's deep yellow, and I think I might use some mid yellow. I don't know. I don't remember. That might be this one. Either way, I'm making this like a really soupy kind of wet, maybe a little wetter actually. Just so I can trace the petals with it. So I want it almost like ink. So I'm just kind of really adding water and twisting it into a point. And there we go. And then we'll add our white highlights when we're done with this part. I'm doing that thing with my neck again where I'm twisting to one side so I can see around the camera. Well, I hope everyone's had a really great week. Excuse me. This week we had a great super moon. I think it was called the Beaver Moon. And it was a big, beautiful full moon. It's still full tonight, I believe. We're mostly full. So if you haven't seen the moon, go take a peek at it. It's a big, beautiful moon. Of course, I am a moon person and a sun person. I love the sun and the moon and the stars and anything that has to do with the outdoors. And there we have it. We have our rose and our rose leaves and the shadows of our thorns. All right. And then we'll take the tape off. Or I should sign it. I'll use that blue paint. It's all inky that I was just using to outline the flower petals with. Oops, I missed some flower petal here. And I also forgot to do the white highlights, but I'll throw that in a little second. Oh, I suck at writing with a paintbrush. You really have to be patient to be able to sign your name with a paintbrush. What else? What else do we want? Oh yes, some white highlights. A little bit of white highlights, and I'm still going to use this too big of a brush, but it's been working for me pretty well, so I'm going to stick with it right now. Get a little bit of that white paint. I'm just going to go around different parts of the petals. Just putting in a few highlights where the light would be reflecting off of it. There. And there we have it. There is our rose, our yellow rose in acrylic. I hope you enjoyed tonight's painting. I'm going to go ahead and take this tape off now and try not to stick my hand in the paint while I do it. Ugh, my fingernail broke it. They were all super long like this, and then it broke, and now I'm not sure how to do anything without my nail. I'm so used to having long fingernails. That's one. Let's go. I think taking the tape off is the best part. It really gives you that. Look, I just painted a beautiful painting look. our beautiful yellow rose. I hope you've all enjoyed tonight. Nuri, hi Nuri. We're just getting ready to close up. I'm glad you were able to stop by and say hello. Thank you. There's a heart for you and for everyone who stopped by tonight. Thank you so much for joining my stream and for watching. And it's really good to see you, Nuri. How have you been? Before I go, I should ask you. How the heck have you been? Did you have a good Halloween? I had a nice, quiet Halloween, actually, which was very nice. I don't even know if I was home or with somebody else. I just remember I had a quiet Halloween. I think I was on the phone chatting. Might as well add some highlights while I'm chatting. Just a couple more little highlights while I'm saying hello to Nuri. Thank you, Nuri, for saying it's so beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's really hard to create online sometimes because it feels like easy to get judged and easy to mess up. But I really had a joyful experience tonight painting this acrylic rose. And thank you for stopping in, Nuri. Boat God, you're awesome. I love you. I'm glad you had fun fishing. And I'll let y'all know. Well, thank you for the hearts. Love you too, Nuri. Oh, what a blessing. I'm so happy you were able to catch me tonight. So I'll see you tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. What is today? Thursday. I'll see you Tuesday. And then Thursday, I'll be streaming from a hotel room on my way up to Pennsylvania. It'll be a nice, long, lovely, beautiful drive. So take care and have a great night.